each other in one environment. A woman came to the Prophet ﷺ. Her name is Khawla. Her husband did dhihar on her. Dhihar is to look at your wife and say to her, she make you angry. So and then you are so angry, you just look at her and say, you're to me, it's just like my mother. I mean, in the way someone cannot marry his own mother, this is what this person is saying to his wife. You're just like my mother. That means I will never approach you. Before Islam, the Arabs, they used to do this. And the problem of this is, if a husband says this to his wife, she cannot marry and he cannot have any relation with her. So she's just going to be hanged around in the house. She cannot go and marry another person, and she cannot go with this person. So she's in the house just like something which is completely neglected. So this woman, when Islam comes, and her husband, before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed something about the issue of dhihar, her husband did dhihar on her. So now she came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam looking for solution, because they cannot continue with the old system, which is a system of ignorance. So she was talking to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She was arguing with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As you know, that was the reason why Surah Al-Mujadala was revealed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What I want you to pay attention on it is what she was saying to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She said to him, Ya Rasulullah, I have young children with me, and this person is doing dhihar on me. If I leave the children to him, they will die. If I take them with me, they will be lost. The scholars, they said that this is the, greatest example of the job that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave woman and the job that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave man. That's why some people nowadays, they call woman in the house Minister of Internal Affairs. No one can do it except her. Because there is a job that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave a woman which no one can do it in this life. No one can do it. Absolutely, you can never find someone who is able to do it in this life except a woman. That's why the scholars, they said, the time we started getting lost and the ummah is receiving Aqzam. Qazam is like dwarf, very short human being. There are some people just like this. You see a young boy, you thought he's young because you see him from behind. But when he looks at you, you see beard and white hair and all this. They call it Qazam. Someone very small. So before, the woman they used to produce, we used to receive in the Islamic community mountains of human beings. But now, we just say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Yeah, look back. Imam Malik. Who made him in the way he was? A woman. Look at the daughter of Sayyid ibn al-Musayyib, one of the greatest scholars in Islam. Very, very big scholar in Islam. When his daughter married, the husband, one of the days, he took his book and everything. She saw him going out. She said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the sheikh. Which sheikh? He said, your father. She said, no need to go. Just sit down in the house. I will teach you all of the knowledge of my father. Because she has. Imagine this woman, and she can prove it to him. Sit down, no need to go to the class. I will teach you all of the knowledge of my father. So he can have full-time staying home. No need to go to the class. The daughter of Imam Malik, they said Imam Malik used to sit in the halaqah, receiving people to read hadith. So normally they come and read his book, Muwatta, and the daughter used to sit next to them. Of course, they can't see her in the room. So Imam will be busy with something else, and the boy will come and read. The man will come and read the book. If he make mistake, the daughter is going to knock on something. When Imam Malik heard this, he will say to the boy, boy, you make mistake, correct it. She memorized the whole book. So these are the people, we're talking about all these women they used to produce these type of people. Why? Because they know their job. Nothing was distracting them. But this time around, we gave the tarbiyah to someone else. That's why you can look at the mentality of the people who are producing very weak people, which you, have less hope in giving the community, to them in the future generation. So she was saying to him, if I give them to him, they will die. Why? Because he can do the job. Why are they going to die? Last time I told you, no food. I saw this myself. When my son went to the hospital, I was the one who was supposed to be the husband and the wife at the same time. So the first day, they take their breakfast around 3:30 p.m. Yeah, that was the time. I remember when one of them looked at me and said, Dad, can you just make like what mom used to do for us? And then I remember that there is someone who needs food. And come and see the house after 3 days. You just open the door and run away. So I was wondering, how was she doing it every day? The house is clean and neat and everything. And she was alone. Then I realized, yes, definitely the scholars, they were right when they said there is a job in which no one can do it. Giving tarbiyah to the boy is not an easy job. So this is what this woman was saying. She said, if I give them to him, they will die. And if I take them to myself, they will be lost. Because the children, they need someone to watch them. And woman, normally she doesn't go to the places where the boys, they used to go and play. So they need someone to pay attention to their own education. They need someone to follow them wherever they go out of the house and control them even out of the house. So she's doing the job in the house and someone is doing the job out of the house. So the point of bringing this hadith is to show us that, yes, definitely, from the time of the Prophet